morning everybody. It's New Year's Day, so therefore Happy New Year. Is that right, Tomo?
Yep, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Right, we're going out for a New Year's Day shakedown to shake out the excesses of last night. To be fair, wasn't a huge amount of partying going on, was there?
Party for four.
Party for four and a game of Yahtzee. Alright, and let's be clear, first time I've ever won Yahtzee as well. Right, so we're going out, aiming to do about 10 miles. The weather forecast has got some rain in it, so the Ron Hill Shake Dry Jacket is on for its second run, and maybe we can get to test it in the rain. So let's see what happens. Anyway, Happy New Year. We've only just set off and the rain's coming down, so you can't quite tell, but it's just dripping off the jacket. Look, don't know if you can see that. So far so good. Tomo,
Mine, that's so.
I think that might be the wrong choice, a showerproof one. We've underestimated the rain.
Yep.
Oh dear, oh dear. We've got this wrong. It's raining pretty hard. Let's see how long we can stick it out for. Well, we're back out again. Look at Tomo. She's now dressed for the part. The rain came down. We had to go back and get the right gear on. And now it's virtually stopping raining. But I've got the hood up just to see what happens. But people will think, very strange, hood up. So, right, we're back out. How are we doing, Tomo?
Okay.
No, babe. We're going down a path. Don't think you've been down this path before. New path for you, okay? Could be a little bit muddy, but it's a proper path. So we'll see how we get on. All right, all good?
Yep.
Today I was going to talk about two things. Number one, trainers. Now, everyone has their own personal choice of trainers, and when you find one that works for you, generally my advice would be stick with it if it works with you. Now, I was going to share with you what my current setup is with a couple of pairs of trainers. Now, I generally run in Nikes, and my current everyday trainer is the Zoom Fly 3. Looks something like that. And just to give you an idea, I think trainers by and large will generally, or the kind of perceived wisdom is, you'll get about 500 miles out of a pair of trainers. Obviously you'll know when the cushioning goes or they don't feel right. But as an experiment, on my latest pair of Zoom Fly ones, I have been logging down the distance for each run. So I started wearing these on the 13th of September. And as you can see, I've done a reasonable number of runs. And I'm up to 413.8 miles. And actually, these look like they're in pretty good condition. The only place I struggle on trainers is on the bottom of the right heel. And if you can see that bit there, that is the bit that always wears out no matter what trainer I wear, that bottom right heel. Not the left is fine. So something around me bashing my foot down on my outside of my right heel wears them out. But I think, bear in mind, these have done 413 miles. I reckon these have definitely got another 100 left easily to definitely see them comfortably over 500 miles. But I've always got the next pair waiting in the wings. So these are the next pair of the Zoom Fly 3, that when these have done the miles, these ones will step into the rotation. And as I say, these are my everyday trainers. I'm also going to add in, because I've read a lot about it as a pretty good everyday trainer, so you can do some faster stuff, some slower stuff. I am going to bring in the Pegasus 37 into the rotation, just as a pretty solid everyday trainer. Now, if I was going to race, or if I wanted to do something quicker, I have got the Next Percent Tempo ones, which are, I guess, a faster training shoe. But if it comes to racing, you still can't beat, and I know they're not for everyone, but these were the original, the 4%. So the Nike 4%, not the Next Percent, these were the 4%. And these, I think, are the fastest shoe that I have. And again, these were only really designed to do probably, it's about 100, maybe 200 miles. And as you can see, back of the right foot, that is where, if anything, they're showing signs of wear. I still reckon they've got about another 100 miles in them. And for these ones, again, like a bit of a running nerd, like you can't quite see, but on the box, I will write down when I've used them. And generally, this will only be for races or proper speed work that I'm particularly keen on going fast. So you can always tell I'm going to put some effort in and I want to go quick. These are the ones that will be on my feet. So that's a little kind of brief introduction to my running shoes. But whatever you wear, I hope they work for you. And obviously, like I say, if you find a pair that works, stick with it. The second thing I wanted to just mention today is to talk about weight. Now, obviously, weight is a very personal thing, but as we're in January and people kick off January with New Year's resolutions, or at least some people do, I was going to share with you my objective. Now, you come out of Christmas, I still have probably a couple of packs of mince pies to get through. We've probably got a number of sweets and confectionery to work our way through. So I never bother starting the kind of health kick, as it were, until I've cleansed all of that kind of stuff out of the house. So for me, probably in about a week's time, maybe a bit longer, I would definitely focus on trying to lose a few pounds. I probably find myself now being maybe 5 pounds, maybe 5 pounds, 6 pounds heavier than perhaps I'd like to be. But I have enjoyed mince pies, brandy butter pretty much daily since the start of December. So there's going to be some consequences. So I'm going to start trying to lose a few pounds between now and probably, I'd say, I guess, March, April time, because you've got to try and do it in a sort of sustainable way. So for me, that just means cutting out some of the snacks. I am a perennial snacker. I can snack all day long. So I'm just going to try and cut out the snacks, eat slightly healthier. Basically, that means I'll have a few extra nuts a day. But the one thing I am going to do, and I am going to try and increase my fibre intake. Now, we're meant to have 30 grams of fibre per day, and it's quite difficult to get 30 grams of fibre per day. You get fibre in, well, I think porridge gives you a reasonable amount of fibre, but as do vegetables, as does brown rice, brown pasta, that kind of thing. So definitely I'm going to try and have more than 30 grams of fibre. In 3 months' time, I could probably come back and say I have lost that 5 or 6 pounds. So that's my challenge to myself. Whatever challenges you set yourself, good luck, and come on, stay strong and be focused.
A chance to admire the woodwork. There is, I'm going to say that's an otter, yeah. That is a woodpecker, fresh out of, what was that program I had a woodpecker in?
Bagpuss.
Bagpuss, that's the one. Furry old sagpuss. We stopped here in the summer, clear blue skies. You could see the fish. Today, not quite so clear. But, Tomo, New Year's Day.
Yep.
A chance for you to tell us what's your plans for 2021?
I don't have any plans.
No running goals?
No, not really. Not really, I haven't thought about it.
Well, conditions underfoot, pretty muddy. It's wet out there. There's a bit of ice, isn't there, babe?
Yep.
Ice, but we've managed so far to stay upright. There's even a hint of blue sky up there as we cross what used to be the green boggy bridge. Nowadays it's a bit more permanent. That's New Year's Day. 10 miles in the bag.
Yep.
Is this going to be the only time of the year that you're ahead of your last year's schedule?
Yes.
In miles, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So we're up in the year. Well, look, Tomo, have a great 2021.
Thanks.
Kongi Fatrai. So, Happy New Year, everybody. We'll see you out on the run, but whatever you do, stay safe.